Hello fellow YouTubers, Spartan Warrior 117 reporting in. Okay, as I have already covered the Series 2 Master Chief figure, today I would like to be talking about the Arbiter. The Arbiter is standard 5.5 inches tall, I believe. Comes with an energy sword, and that's it. Fairly detailed box. Gives a little description of the Arbiter and the figure lines below it, just like all the other boxes. I have already opened these boxes, and in the first video I demonstrated how to open the boxes without damaging them any further, but still, again, like all the others, you can do the clamshell technique, which works extremely well for us collectors. Okay, the Arbiter, standard bubble wrap. I already took all the twisty ties off of it, so all I need to do is pop this guy out of the box here. His hands are actually inside the bubble wrap, so what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to kind of pivot his body so they can pop right out. Okay, I'll get to the energy sword in a moment because I know a lot of you are extremely urgent to get to it. But the Arbiter right now is a very well detailed figure, in my opinion. I think that most of the detail has gone to the skin between his armor and his mouth. Each mandible has an unseen amount of teeth, and I mean it's very detailed. And you know, the skin has every scale. I don't know if you can see that very well, but every scale, every tackle that's holding this armor together on his flesh is extremely well put together. His armor is a goldish copper hue, and he has that little hunch that elites have. And in his sword-carrying hand, I do not know if you can see that, but there is a tab actually attached to his hand that cannot come out. That is to hold the energy sword in place. And let me get the energy sword out for you, and then we can discuss that. This is extremely fragile, so you need to pop it out from the back, and it slides right out. A fair warning, this is not for little children. This has very sharp points. It does hurt. Keep this out of reach of small children. Do not poke yourself in the eye. It will hurt. I have not tried it, and nor do I want to try it. In the back of the weapon is the little holder for the tab that is in the Arbiter's hand. This weapon can be used with any figure, but tab-wise, you just need the Arbiter. I also found it fairly odd that they did not include a deactivated energy sword to put on the Arbiter's thigh here, because I mean, it's kind of odd that they would do that, because the energy sword has to be deactivated first before it even you have to put it in as a secondary weapon. But let me put the energy sword on here just one moment. Now you have to slide it in here because his fingers are oddly positioned, and you might have to bend them up, but do not worry, they bend right back into place, so no permanent bending will occur. So you have to kind of force him to hold it. And there you go. The Arbiter is holding his trademark energy sword. I am going to put the Arbiter and Master Chief together to make some dramatic screenshots, but the energy sword, I think, is extremely detailed. You know, very nice energy sword. Beautiful coloring. It's purple, blue, pink, and it's all see-through. So that it is it's very cool. Very cool weapon. And dropped him. I'm fairly disappointed that he didn't come with his carbine, because to me, when Halo 3 first opened up and you're playing the level Sierra 117, the Arbiter comes with a carbine and an energy sword. And I find that odd that Todd McFarlane and his little crew over there didn't decide to give them a carbine to put on his back. He does have holsters, so he can have weapons on his back, but I think it's pretty sad that they didn't include the carbine, because that is like a trademark weapon for the Arbiter in the Halo series. That and the plasma rifle, and of course the energy sword. But again, very beautifully detailed weapon. I will warn you again, this weapon is sharp. It will hurt you. Keep it out of reach of children. Do not let your dog get it. Do not let your child get it. Do not poke yourself in the eye. I mean, you can test it on your fingers and it does hurt. Also, it is a very fragile weapon. You can break these little tabs at the end of it. So just be careful with it. Okay, well, I just covered the Arbiter. Next figure on the list is the ODST, Orbital Drop Shock Trooper. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And this is Spartan Warrior 117 signing off.